The Journey Beyond the Light. What Jim Caviezel experienced while playing Jesus, the full story never told. When a film crosses the boundary of cinema, some films are released, shown in theaters, and quietly fade into memory. But there are films that refuse to remain on the screen. They step out of the frame, seep into the deepest corners of the human soul, becoming a spiritual experience, a confrontation, and at times, an encounter with the sacred. The Passion of the Christ is such a film. For many viewers, it is simply the story of the final 12 hours of Jesus' life. But for those who lived behind the scenes, especially Jim Caviezel, the actor who portrayed Jesus, it was a real battle. A second passion unfolding within his own body and soul. Jim didn't just play Jesus. He lived with him. He suffered with him. He came to the very edge of life and death and returned carrying a testimony he believed he was obliged to share with the world. This work is divided into chapters, taking you from the origins of the film, the director's bold decision, to the chilling experiences, lightning striking the cross on a clear day, heart complications on set the moment his soul left his body during surgery, and a mysterious visitation in a room hotter than 90 degrees. This is not a story meant for entertainment. This is a journey beyond the light. And when a film becomes a dialogue with the divine, most religious films limit themselves to retelling familiar narratives, classic scenes, iconic lines, softened imagery, designed to be easy to watch. But Mel Gibson didn't want another comfortable film. He wanted to strip bare the passion, blood, tears, screams, and the deepest human loneliness of a man suspended naked between earth and sky. This choice set off a chain of unforeseen events.
Than I expected.
Behind the camera, the crew repeatedly encountered things that defied reason.
Guide me through every moment ahead.
For many, The Passion of the Christ wasn't merely a professional project. It became a trial by fire for their faith.
Different here, deeper.
At the heart of this storm stood Jim Caviezel, the man who would climb the cross not only in the script, but in his own life. A Mel Gibson, from Hollywood's summit to the depths of his soul. In the late 1990s, Mel Gibson was Hollywood's golden name. A-list actor, Oscar-winning director, wealth, power, influence. Yet behind the spotlight, his inner world was collapsing. Addiction, depression, existential turmoil, spiritual emptiness. The higher he rose externally, the deeper the void within. With nowhere left to cling, he returned to his Catholic faith, not in a casual routine way, but in nights spent on his knees crying out, "I'm no longer in control. If you're there, show me what to do." From these nights of desperate prayer, a single idea ignited. A film focusing entirely on the final 12 hours of Jesus' life, raw, unfiltered, unsoftened. He reread the Gospels, studied historical records, meditated on the stations of the cross, even read mystical visions. From this, he formed his blueprint. Film in Aramaic, Latin, Hebrew. No English, no Hollywood cliches, no dilution of brutality or pain. To him, this was no longer a project. It was a vow, an offering, a sacred mission. Hollywood's unanimous rejection. When Mel brought the script to Hollywood studios, the responses were identical. Too risky. No one will watch this. A film that used ancient languages, had no mainstream box office stars, centered on a violent religious execution, was visually intense, dark, and uncompromising. To producers, this was a commercial nightmare. Door after door slammed shut. So Mel funded it himself, moving from a position of power to a man swimming alone in an industry where many were uncomfortable with overt religious themes. Still, he persisted. This isn't just a film. I owe this to God, to my own conscience. Jim Caviezel and the call to carry the cross. Mel needed a face capable of conveying holiness, frailty, agony, and authority all at once. That face was Jim Caviezel. But the invitation came with a warning. Mel told him, if you take this role, you may never work in Hollywood again.
và mãi
Silence. For Jim, the role was the opportunity of a lifetime,
Step into this.
but also a threat
with
to everything he
humility.
had built. He didn't accept right away. He prayed, wrestled internally, reflected on his past mistakes and his wavering faith.
Every step.
Then, he answered Mel with a sentence that struck him deeply. We are called to carry the
mỗi khoảnh
cross.
khắc
If we
đều là
refuse
lời
it,
thì thầm
we will
của
be
Ngài.
crushed beneath it. From that moment, Jim crossed a line.
Something sacred.
He wasn't just
was
agreeing to
happening
act, he was stepping into his own version of the passion. A strange signs from the very first day.
I feel called to this work.
From the first days of filming, the atmosphere felt unlike any other production.
Ánh sáng này
Jim didn't prepare like a typical actor analyzing a character. He prepared like someone entering a spiritual retreat. Hours of prayer,
Let me listen,
constant rosary,
truly listen.
meditation on every stage of the passion, daily mass when possible, frequent confession to purify his soul before each scene. Some days he climbed the cross, trembling pale, barely
The
breathing.
atmosphere feels alive.
But he never asked for rest. To him, this was part of the sacrifice, and his body began to break. When acting becomes real suffering, dislocation, torn muscles, bruising from cold. During the scene of carrying the cross,
Humbled just being here.
its unexpected weight tore the muscles in Jim's shoulder,
Con
partially
làm điều này
dislocating
một
it.
cách chân thật nhất.
The pain was so sharp he couldn't lift his arm afterward.
Đằng chạm chân thật nhất.
In the scourging scene, a metal-tipped whip accidentally
Moments like
sliced through
this
the padding.
Remind
cut his
me
back
why
open.
I'm here.
Real blood flowed. The shot remained in the
Sự im
film
lặng
for
này
its raw authenticity.
Đang dạy con điều gì đó.
Twice entering hypothermia. Italian weather was freezing. Extras huddled in thick coats, warming by heaters.
Every corner holds a
Jim,
story.
bare-chested and crucified, endured hour after hour in the wind.
I'm learning.
He shivered uncontrollably,
Let
lips
go
turning purple,
and
gums
trust.
pale. Some days he fell into a hypothermic state,
Ngọn lửa
yet
này
filming continued due to the schedule.
Giống như niềm tin của con.
A heart attack on the cross. The cold exhaustion and constant stress triggered a dangerous
I want
arrhythmia
to
near
share this
cardiac
story with
arrest.
sincerity.
This wasn't acting. It was life calling for help. At lightning on a clear
This
day.
place feels
Coincidence or
beyond
warning?
cinema.
One unforgettable day, the final crucifixion scene. The sky
Even the
was deep
smallest
blue.
Details
No
matter
clouds,
here.
no wind, no storm. Then suddenly a bolt of lightning tore down and struck the cross. Jim felt the shock through his entire body. A crew member
stepping into
nearby was
something
thrown to the
profound.
ground. The air filled with the scent of ozone. Jim later said he felt a presence and heard internally, "I am here,"
Let me be present
to which he answered,
fully.
"Not close enough." From that moment, the
I'm
entire set
changing.
changed. No one saw it as just a movie anymore. And the soul leaves the body. A near-death experience. Years of injuries
There's a message.
accumulated. Jim later underwent surgeries, and during one operation in 2009, something happened that he rarely discussed. He died. His heart stopped. Doctors rushed to revive him. And Jim literally left his body.
Let peace.
He described it
Guide me through
like a
this
cracked
road.
shell. The soul simply slips out.
This
I no
feels
longer
more
breathed
like
with my
a
lungs.
pilgrimage.
I watched myself on the operating table like watching a film. No pain, no fear, no confusion,
The atmosphere.
only overwhelming peace,
speaking
gentle
to me.
light like being embraced. Then suddenly
want
he
to
was pulled
honor
back violently.
What
Pain
this
flooded in.
represents.
The room returned. Machines beeped urgently. He knew then he had seen the other side and was sent back for a purpose. A mysterious visit in a room hotter than 90 degrees
I feel
Celsius.
guided.
One of Jim's most profound
Gently.
experiences happened not on set or in surgery, but
Thank
alone
you
in
for-
a small room heated above 90
Thank you
degrees
for
Celsius.
trusting me with this
Despite the
story.
heat, he shivered uncontrollably, his body still wrecked from filming in the cold. His left shoulder throbbed where the cross had struck. He lay curled up, tears slipping down in exhaustion. Then he saw a figure in the room. Not a hallucination,
Into this calling.
not a fever dream. A real presence, he said.
These details carry
He stood there, not dazzling, but filled with strength and peace. He didn't speak aloud, but I
feel
heard
it.
clearly, "I am here.
Not
You are not
everything needs to
carrying
be
this
understood.
alone.
Some things are felt.
Instantly, the cold faded. The pain eased.
Let my
Warmth
hands
spread through his body.
honor this
From then on, Jim saw his injuries
There's a
not as
beauty
accidents,
in
but as a
this
small share in Christ's passion.
simplicity.
At when suffering is no longer meaningless. Looking back, Jim understood that the accidental whip injury, the lightning strike,
Let humility
the hypothermia,
guide my
the
steps.
arrhythmia, the near-death experience were not random
I'm grateful
misfortunes.
to be part of this.
They were his cross.
Light.
Not to glorify
Always
himself,
finds
but to
its
reveal how
way.
small human suffering can become part of a much greater mystery. The cost in Hollywood and the contradiction of faith.
Let me carry
Mel
the
Gibson
story.
warned, if you take this role, you might lose everything in Hollywood. And he was right. After the Passion of the Christ, Jim Caviezel's career no longer advanced
Every
along the red
detail
carpet path.
feels purposeful.
Studios avoided him.
This
Some
journey
labeled him too religious, not
is
marketable.
reshaping me.
He lost opportunities others dreamed of. But he gained something he said was worth more than fame. If the price of doing what is right is losing my reputation,
lightly,
let it be lost.
but sincerely.
Nothing on earth is more valuable than the truth of the cross. In an industry often driven by compromise, Jim's choice was a radical turning point.
Every soul who hears this story.
A man recreated. Jim Caviezel was never the same
feels
after receiving
guided.
Mel's phone call. His outer career changed,
Help me
but his
speak
inner
these
world
lines
was
with
transformed.
truth.
He believed in God not because of doctrine alone, but because he felt the real pain of the whip. Lightning struck him on a clear day. His heart nearly
I feel
stopped.
protected here.
He shivered in unbearable cold in a blazing hot room. His soul left his body. He was pulled back with a mission unfinished. He said, I now know why I had to
Let me stay
return.
open.
I wasn't
to whatever
done.
comes.
I need to tell this story to him. The Passion
Even
of the
the
Christ
stillness
wasn't a career peak.
teaches me.
It was a calling. A film written in
Light
real
brings
blood.
Clarity.
Viewers often discuss the cinematography, acting, music, or realism of the set.
I'm stepping
But deeper
into
truths
something
linger behind the
meaningful.
scenes. Some blood was real. Some groans of pain were real. Some breaths were real signs of a failing
This isn't
heartbeat.
just storytelling.
The film
isn't
succeeded because it reached the raw core of suffering and love. A truth etched onto torn muscles, bruised shoulders, a heart near collapse of a man who dared to let his life become a small
Trust
reflection of the
the light
cross.
ahead.
When cinema touches the sacred,
I feel humbled.
Jim Caviezel's story is not meant to deify an actor, embellish tragedy, or impose belief. It is a reminder.
There's peace here.
Some roles
and purpose.
require not just skill, but soul.
Today, I give
Some
my
stories
whole-
are not just
whole
watched,
self
but
to this
internalized.
work.
Every
Some suffering is not
experience
meaningless
here
if tied to a greater
teaches me
purpose.
something new.
Jim died for this film in a very real sense. He returned because of this
I'm
film,
learning what it
and from
means
that
to
moment,
surrender.
he lived
This
differently.
journey
If my suffering
is
brings even
leading
one soul
me
closer to Christ, I would do it all
beyond
again.
myself.